Hi everyone, welcome back to Scan Models with me, your host Mike, and today we're going to be doing ET Phone Home. Yes, that's right, issue number 3 here today. And in this issue, it's quite a lot to do because we get to do our first finger. As you can see, the right index finger and placing the eyes. So we've got a lot of components that we've got to do. Got bits of electric, all sorts and that. You will need adhesive tape. I'm going to use sellotape. It's probably not the right tape, but it just says adhesive tape, so all that does is hold the wire on. And then basically we're going to be lighting up the finger, and then that was the chassis section I was telling you about with the eyes. We're then going to link all that into the mechanism here, the mounting for it, and then by the end we should have it all on its little base with a finger and all ready for the next issue next Monday. So let's get into the parts that we're going to be doing here today. In the first section, what we're going to be doing is we're going to bring in the little lights. So we've got this lovely cabling here. As you can see, this is going to be the cable that lights up ET's finger. What it wants us to do is, you'll notice that in the finger here, there's like a little channel. So it's all been channeled out so that we can put the wire hidden in to the finger here. What's going to happen is you've got this little LED capsule light, so the lens for it, this is the LED, and that's going to go into there and hold it into place. Now that will be loose until obviously we get the finger on. So what we're then going to do is channel all this up. You'll see in here you've got like little pincher marks. They're basically to help the wire hold it all into place. So as you can see, we'll put that down into there. Right, so you might need to use your nail to just push it into position. As you can see, it's going to go around there. I'm going to get that all linked up like so. Just want to try and get that, this part's the fiddly bit here, because we need to somehow get that. I'm just going to get the screwdriver very carefully just to tuck that under, if it will let me. What we'll do first of all is we'll get a piece of tape, because what's going to happen is this LED is going to hold that. That's all going to hold on to place apparently. So get a piece of tape and we'll just put that around there, and that will hold that into alignment for us. Probably a bit too much tape, but there's no reason why that needs to come back out once you've put that in. So again, we'll get a piece of tape. They don't want it in that one, it's probably this one here they want it in next. So that's now gone under, which is brilliant. We'll get another piece of tape. And then basically, none of this will be seen anyway, so that will all get covered up. And basically all this does is just help keep the wire in there, as you can see. And then obviously we're going to feed that through again, and just put a piece of tape up this end. I feel like I'm doing someone's, like, surgery on someone's vein. So I'm not the best at holding things with one hand and trying to do the same here. So we'll put that around there, as you can see. Now that's all taped up lovely, as you can see. Right, so once we've got all that taped in, it helps us to keep the wire in. We're going to put it into ET's finger here. Very lovely material here. It's got like a flexi feel to it. Now, obviously, if you didn't put adhesive tape on there, what would happen is the wire would keep coming loose. So as you put it in, the wire's going to go, rather than sit in the finger, it's going to like come forward a bit. And what you're going to do is you're going to feed yourself the finger right the way through. Okay, until we get right down to the base of it, which I think you can always feel at the bottom as well, which I think we're now at the bottom. And that is your first finger, guys. And you'll notice that there's a little hole there. That's probably going to be a screw hole so that you screw it into the hand. Really, really very, very cool. This is super cool. And obviously you've got your wire coming off the side here. Now what's going to happen is we are provided with a battery box, and I've put the batteries in already. This one is very interesting because it comes with 2 pins. A lot of the battery boxes I get have like a little white box thing on it, so this is really cool. And what's going to happen is we're going to put one into, they go in these little tiny holes here. You're going to put one into there. So I think that might be the other way. Yeah. And then the other one's going to go into the other side. It's you want the metal bits facing up. I'm finding if you put it round a different way, it's not going in, but we're going to let there be ET phone home. And it doesn't work. Okay, what's happened here then? It could be that these 2 bits are round the other way, or it could be that the batteries themselves have, you know, let's put it that way, see if it works that way. It could be that these terminals are around the wrong way, you see, so let's try that again, hopefully, please. And let there be light. Yeah, so that's what it was. So what happened is these are obviously got to go round a specific way, even though they're both metal, you know, points on them, they go around a specific way. So if it doesn't light up the first time, your chances are these terminals are around the wrong way, or failing that, it's the batteries that need changing, or a loose connection between this switch and the mechanism that powers the battery. But look at that. Now, obviously, we're filming in the daylight, so obviously we're not going to get the true effects, but just to get a rough idea, that's probably how bright it's going to be. So that is beautiful. Really, really cool. I like that. So very, very cool. Now, obviously, it depending where you place the tape, it might, because the tape will block some of the light. So if you wanted to bring that light a little bit further back, you could unwind the tape and push it back. But as long as it lights up and it does its thing, I'm happy with that. So that's our lights done, and that's the finger done already. And next, what we're going to do is the exciting part. We are provided with this section here, and this is the structure for the head. So this is where we're going to basically be putting the eyeballs in. But before we do that, we're jumping ahead a bit because we want to do this mechanism here. Okay, and what's going to happen is these are going to be this is going to be the chassis, and what will happen is you're going to put your left and right eye. So you want the right one over this side. Okay, obviously with the lens in. So we'll check this, and we've got the left. So left's going to go over this side. Because if you put them around the wrong way, you're going to have a cross-eyed eye. You've got the left here and the right there. Now what's going to happen is after that, we're going to get our washers. So it's probably best to do one eye at a time. So we'll get the right eye in first. And we're going to pop that through here. And that allows it to just give it a swinging mechanism. We're going to put our washer on the top here, and we're going to secure that in with this big old chunky screw here and get that all connected up. So as you can see, really, really beautifully done. Okay, and then what that allows you to do is, as I said, you've got a little bit of a swinging mechanism. Okay. And then once we've done that, it's probably easier to work like this. So just offer it underneath and then just put the little washer on. It's going to go onto here. So you've got your little washer. And then we're going to get the screw and put that through the top here. And then secure that in. Lovely. So as you can see, we've got our 2 little... and that one moves. Always check. Whoops. These will be very loose until obviously we get it in the mechanism, and then obviously this one swings as well. So really, really good. Right, now you'll get less of that swinging mechanism because we're going to turn it over so that we've got these prongs up at the top facing forward. We want that facing us because that's going to be where you put your eyebrow mechanism. And then what's going to happen is we're going to put this over the top of here. And that, my friends, is going to sit basically in this mechanism here. So you want it so that these posts, because as you can see, you see the mechanism, it's going to be rotating the eyes round. So you want it so that they're holding on to that because a plate will sit over the top of that. And we're going to turn that upside down. And this is where our washer friends come in. So as you can see, we've got quite a big depth there. So you want it upside down so that the pattern side is on that side there, and then you push that into place and then offer the screw into position. So I'm just going to get that back onto there. I did find when the screws came they weren't magnetised, so always get yourself a magnetiser and that'll sort that out for you. So all a magnetiser does is just make the screw magnetic. So that's one. I'm going to take them lenses off for the minute because they're just going to keep falling off until we get that mechanism in, and then we'll get the next one in and get the next screw. Very cool mechanism this, because again with RBA you only had the eyeballs and you sort of like pushed it in to the skull, so to actually be working like an optician is quite groovy, I think. So as you can see, we've got the mechanism now, and you see it moves the eyes round. So yeah, so you've got the right and then the left. I think that's right. I don't want it, I've got a feeling it's going to be cross-eyed, but we'll have a look at that. And that's basically all it wants us to do, guys. That's all it's been provided with, as you can see. So we've got our two eyes, and if we was to put it next to this section here, whoops, you pop it next to this section here, and you put the eyeballs in. Look at that. I think that's, I've got a feeling that's gone cross-eyed again, because when I did that previously, it did look a bit cross-eyed. I don't know, what do you guys think? Does that look cross-eyed? It's all it's done already for the next issue, and there we go, guys. So we've got our little finger there and the two eye mechanisms for ET. Join us next Monday where we get to do issue number 4 of this brilliant build brought to you by Fanhome. And if you want to subscribe to the collection and get this for yourself, head over to Fanhome. The details are in the description of my video where you can subscribe for this collection yourself and get it building yourself and have your own little alien, eh? So until then, have a wonderful week, and we'll see you next Monday for the next issue of Build ET Phone Home. Take care, guys. Bye.